Yeah?
What was you reading?
What he's reading?
Yet free of their land and all their labour shall the nations build up. And
Hold
Yeah.
it. Right. So let me finish this off.
Yes,
It says, "He that taketh away his neighbour's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labourer of his hire is a bloodshedder."
Crossed.
Did you know what we read that? It says, "All your labours
Yeah.
shall another man, another nation eat up," or something like
Yeah,
that. Right?
come on, yeah. Shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up,
Right.
and thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed always.
Thou shalt always be oppressed and what?
And crushed always.
And
see
crushed always. You see that?
Oh boy.
You see that? You see how the scriptures this line up together?
Line up with
That's
them.
it, that's it.
It said what? It said all your labours. It said he that defraudeth the labourer, right, of his hire is a bloodshedder. So Esau's a damn bloodshedder all the way around. See, bloodshedding isn't always just like physical, like coming around, put a noose around your neck and hanging you from a tree branch.
There's many ways, brother.
There's many ways to kill a man. It's defraud him of his hire.
Yeah, skin a cat.
Just make them waste away. Just make the community waste away. They have no businesses, and that's how you keep that people dependent on you, because you take their whatever labor they have. You take the big cuts of it.
Yes.
That's why I said he get the fatness of the land. Anything you make, he get the fatness of it. He get the big cuts of it. You just get the crumbs.
The juicy part.
Yeah. He gets the thighs and the breast. No, and you just get the little
biscuit
crumbs.
bone.
Crumbs, man, yeah.
Yeah, the little
Yeah,
foot,
yeah.
The foot or the
Yeah.
Oh, your chicken
the
feet.
little wing part,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
skinny little part. But he get the drumstick and everything, man. You see? And with power like that comes what? Women, status, friends. Because when you're rich like that, and you're taking the wealth of others really by robbery. By robbery, because that's how this man gained wealth. Riches gotten by deceit. Right? When you get power like that, because remember, we're living in wicked times. People are immoral. People don't really care. Like, for example, if you're the wicked, people don't care how you got into power. They just see you in power, and people are opportunists.
Yes.
People are opportunists. They see you in power, they don't care. You could be the biggest murderer, the biggest villain on earth, man. The biggest pedophile. But because you're in power and you're wealthy, people will try to befriend you. People will justify your sayings. People will sell out. There's people that are sellouts, man. That's why you go sell out some wrong people. They go to the wicked, man. That's even in our Maccabees. We had those of our people that actually went and joined themselves to the heathens. Why? Because they saw that they were getting the good end of the stick. They didn't care how wicked Esau was.
As long as I get there.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a
They
fuck
don't care,
about the
man.
morality
No,
of it
no,
or the
no.
honor of it.
Yeah.
People don't care about that shit. Only the righteous. That's what the scripture says. The words of wisdom says what? Envy not the oppressor. And
Ooh.
choose none of his
Their ways.
Meaning, don't be trying to get fruity tooty with this motherfucker, man.
True, brother.
Why? Because you don't know where his end is gonna be. Envy not the oppressor. How does it go? Is it inside? Hold on,
And choose none of his ways.
there's that one,
That-
but
yeah,
then
yeah.
there's this one. Hold on. Bear me for a second. Right, it says Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 9 verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner.
Wow.
Because he's in glory. He's got all these riches, right? He's getting the major cuts of everything, of shit that he didn't even sow. But yet he's reaping it. For thou knowest not what shall be his end. So that's what wisdom has taught us. You don't know his end. So you got sellouts among our people, but they haven't considered what the end of this devil. So it's like, and those of our women, you know, right? They haven't considered the end of the glory of this devil. I don't know if that's, I don't know, I don't think that's probably a caretaker or something. But you know, you got all women that sell out, man. You got niggas that sell out, the politicians.
Yeah, man.
The leaders of our people,
Of course, man.
the pastors, they all sell out because they've been bribed. They took the Judas pouch, man. They took bribery to pervert the ways of judgment. And even them Jakes in Africa, a lot of them are sellouts, man. Like the Congolese presidents, the Ghanaian presidents, a lot of the leaders of our people down there in the continent are fucking sellouts, man. Right?
Especially like mega pastors, isn't it?
Huh?
You know the mega pastors?
Yeah, the mega pastors, man. Yeah. What's it? TD Fakes. He done definitely done sold out. TD Fakes. TD meaning terrible deacon. The fakes. Yeah.
And you can't say that he doesn't watch us. He must watch us.
You must know about us. You must know about us.
Impossible not to know us.
You must know about us, man.
Someone must have told him that.
Yeah. TD Fakes, all of them. Even certain guys, even within Israel.
Yeah.
Different camp groups.
Yeah. You're certain camp groups like Sakari. I don't want to change topic, innit? Because we're on a topic about how, because you're going into how all our labours with another nation do up. We're staying on that topic. We're not deviating away. But just for a second, let's talk about even Sakari. When you look at that, the rap videos, I'm like, bro, aren't you supposed to be a man of understanding? What's all this rap that the guns and the hats and the outfits, the hoodies and, you know, that's worldly, man. That's not holy. That's not of the kingdom. I figured this guy, he must be either a reprobate or a sellout.
How long will you love simplicity?
You know? When you see shit like that, it's like, nah, man. Nah, bro. Shit that's so obvious even to me, I'm like, how can a man of understanding like you not see it?
You said the word understanding.
You must have sold. Excuse me, you must have sold out. It's the only way I can see it. But yeah. Salakio. Right. So Salakio, read that verse again about another nation.
It's in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labours shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
And it said only. So that's all our people is ever going to experience is oppression, being pressed down by another nation. When you're being pressed, like if I keep pressing you, man, keep bothering you, it's like your whole life is being oppressed, man. You're experiencing a low quality of life. Because if you be oppressed, you can't elasticate
you can't.
and express because you're being oppressed. You can't be yourself. You can't even be your damn self in this place. Be yourself in a place like this, man. They're gonna think you're ignorant, you don't know nothing. They got different ways to describe so-called black men. Every time we express ourselves, you're ignorant, you're misogynistic.
You're
so you have to tone it down and behave like an effeminate white
That's true,
man.
brother. I've been through experiences at work. You have to be like them. Yeah, talk like them at the workplace. Yeah, when you go to the canteen and you're sitting with them, you can't be yourself.
Yeah.
Like the way, like, let's say if you see a Jake, typically he laughs loud.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Then you see all the other Edomites looking around like.
Yeah, you see. And even in that, that's basic oppression.
That's
even the
horrible,
true
man.
nature of Jacob is being oppressed. You can't even walk down the street, man. Even your own people oppress you.
It's true, brother.
You gotta dress up like them. If you dress up in a hoodie and tracksuit bottom, because it's comfortable. You just go into the corner store, you walk down the street, or you just having an enjoyable day, your day off work. You just want to dress comfortably. You don't want to wear jeans and three-piece suit and a damn, white shirt tucked in with the shoes. You just want to wear comfortably. But you walk down the street and people looking at you like you're a criminal. You walk into a store, the security guard's following you around. You're being pressed down because there's a stereotype on you. Cursed shall you be in the field, cursed shall you be in the city.
I know sometimes as well, it's that Jake has a hard face, of which Esau, it's like when he looks at you, you can't really handle it. Like even for me sometimes, I feel as if I don't smile, people get uncomfortable around
That's
me.
beautiful you said it, because you have to try to please him now to not make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to be yourself. You're trying to please him now. You're trying to dumb down your spirit, so you don't feel aggressive or feel. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I just want to relax.
You can't
my
even
face,
hold yourself in a masculine
manner.
manner, man.
That's it.
You can't even stand in the presence like this
No.
and listen. You gotta be like,
bubbly and all that.
yeah. You can't even be yourself.
Can't be yourself.
You can't even be your own self,
That's
man.
true, brother.
I mean, when I went to Nigeria now, again, I said before, when I was like 26 years old, the brother there, his name is called KC. Then there's another guy called Isabel. Because I went to Lagos, and I was there for a while, for a couple of weeks, right? And the guy, he wanted me to take him to America.
Oh.
But I said, man, I'm from England, but it's the same place to them. It's America, same place to them. So he's like, can you be free? Can you express yourself and everything? And I was just like, no, they'll lock you up.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true, man, that's true.
I didn't even say that. It was because we're outside the barbers, innit? And then there was a woman sitting there, innit? I believe she was Igbo as well. This is and the guy was like, can I express myself there? And can I be myself? And the woman says, no, they will lock you up. No. If you try to be how you are in Nigeria, over here,
Yes.
you can just walk up to people and just talk and say good morning, good afternoon to people. They'll lock you up. They think you're crazy, bro. So our people in Nigeria, when you go there, to me is very spiritual experience. Because when you wake up in the morning, you only see our people.
Nice.
You wake up, you walk around everywhere, you just see your people. So it's a very, on the vans, on the vehicles, there's Bible verses written there. So it's very spiritual when I went there. And you can only be like that there. You can't come here and be like that here and coming around these Edomites and that. So again, it's the oppression of our own spirit. Our own nature is being oppressed here. Do you understand? And this is why we have to be saved. To have our own land. To be free. To genuinely know what it's like to be free. Right? So we can be our own masculine selves, man. Right? Our women oppress us. Jake oppresses one another. You go down the street, you just walking, the nigga looking at you like, what is he trying to, you know?
No.
Yeah.
They start looking at you.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas oppress one another.
Even Salakia,
You know?
even when Esau, let's say if he goes to Nigeria, because you rarely see Esau in Nigeria. When he goes to Nigeria, the way Jake looks at him is like some kind of a glorification type of thing. Like you just see, if an Edomite was just walking by, all Jake's just eyes on him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like
And he's the son.
they've never
He's
seen
the
a
son.
sucker before. It's like they're just looking at, because I know how our people are. They'll just look at you like a baby. Like a baby will stare at you like that. They don't care if you're looking back. That's how people just start looking at you like that.
Yeah.
If they see you're a foreigner, they'll just be looking at you. You know?
I know.
But like I said, we're only gonna be able to be ourselves when we go back to where we belong, man. Because right now we're in our enemies' land. So we're doing things according to their rules.
Yeah.
We're going to them for the one of everything. And remember, everything is really ours, man.
Yeah.
But yet we go into our enemies for things that is really ours. The scripture says that the world was made for our sakes. So it's like we're begging Esau for something that naturally should be ours in the first place. Yeah, and then again, we're begging another man for everything. I made a video about that. We the Israelite men are going to the Edomite man for permission. How will our women ever respect us? Because we're not empowered. You know? So what are we seeking right here? We're seeking power. That's what I said. To him that overcometh, will I give power. Because that's what it was all about. Power. Without power, you can't do nothing. You can't wake up in the morning because you feel weak. If you feel weak, there's loads of things you can't do. You can't go to work. You're too weak to even. Some people are so weak they can't even eat food. They can't even chew their own damn food. They're so weak they can't even go to the damn toilet by themselves. They gotta get help. There's some people so weak they need help to come off the damn bus.
True, man.
Power is everything. Without power, you could do nothing. If you are someone with power, that other people depend upon you. That's how much power you have. That other people that don't have power say, listen, I need your help. Can you help me? That's why it says, he shall lend to you.
Yes.
And you can't lend nothing to him because you don't have the power to give anybody anything. Because Esau done got the fatness on the earth, which is the fulfillment of his blessing and prophecy. You see that? So the Lord removed power from us and left us in a weakened estate. And what does the scripture say? Let me get it, hold on. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 40 verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life. For better it is to die than to beg. Begging for the crumbs that fall from his table. It was better for Lazarus to have died and gone to the spirit world. But the only reason why we're here is for Yahweh Shai.
This is it, yeah.
To teach this word. It says, the life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life, for he polluteth himself of other men's meat. But a wise man well nurtured will beware thereof. You see? But now this is verse 30 now. But again, verse 29 says, the life of him that depends on another man's table. That shows you the emasculation of it all. To depend on another man. And that's why Esau, when a nigger would be at his feet, he'd be like, yeah, I love to see you beg, boy.
Yeah.
I like how you beg. I think that was in that movie, is it Django? Or something like that? Huh?
Django Unchained.
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I think it was that one.
Yeah.
I think it was that one. Where the Edomite guy, the guy was begging for the life of his wife or something like that. And then the brother was like, please master, please. And then the guy was like, he had this whip and he was like, I like how you beg, boy. So Esau gets a trip out of that, man.
Yeah, man.
He gets a kick out of seeing another man begging for him.
Grovel.
Esau makes it that feeling of importance. Because Esau ain't shit. The only thing that makes Esau something, man, is to see a downtrodden Israelite man. That's what makes him feel like he's something. So you see us right here, see how we empowering one another. That's when we have a crowd of Israelites listening, that's when Esau gets shook. That's when Esau gets terrified now. That's when he's like, we gotta phone the police, take them posters down, right? That's when the police come and say, okay, what are you guys doing here? That's when they start, I know.
Yeah.
You know, because you were there. In Brixton, that's happened, man. You know? But when you see like Uncle Tom sell out niggas, that's when the so-called white man feels good about himself. He feels like we're non-threatening. Right? That's what makes him feel good. You see sellout niggas. That's why it says, verse 30, begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless. But in his belly there shall burn a fire. Read that again. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless. That's the Uncle Toms. They're no sellouts. Because they got no damn shame. Like when you go to Maccabees, those of our people that went to the succor of the heathens. For succor. Because they were shameless, man. Begging the adversary. Joining hand with them. They got no damn integrity or honor. That's one thing this truth teaches us. It teaches us to have these principles, man. It makes you valuable. It makes you a high value man. To have a noble mindset. A lot of our people don't have a noble mindset. Like that guy, that drunken guy, you might say, oh, blame it on the alcohol he was drinking, but alcohol brings out your spirit, man.
It's true. True.
It brings out who you really are. He was all there. She was all saying, what was she done bullshit? She was saying, don't eat them out.
I knew she was getting that for a long time, but this love
was
business. I
backing
knew she
her
was
up
getting to
as well.
love.
I know.
I knew she was getting to that.
Yeah.
I thought they were
I thought they were together.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
I thought they were together.
They weren't.
But they weren't together. I think he was just trying to get in her knickers, man.
I think so. I think so.
He was just trying to be agreeable with her and that. She was all like, yeah, love. And pushing this love doctrine, man.
And when you mentioned about Yahushua is only for Israel, she then mentioned no, she's for I think Jesus Christ is for everyone.
Yeah.
So she was always trying to have that, typical Edomite spirit against Jay.
She came with that rhetoric, man. That Christian church, that modern day rhetoric. Love and acceptance. And she said for all genders as well. All genders, you know.
Oh,
Remember that she said that? It's on camera.
I heard her say that, man.
She said for everybody,
Yeah, man.
ethnic groups or something like that. And what I took note of is she said for all genders. And I was like, well, what Jesus Christ are you talking about? I was like, that can't be Yahushua. All genders, you know. No. This is 2022 now. And there's been a lot more genders since Yahushua.
Yeah, that's true, man.
You know, since Yahushua, the genders has multiplied.
And if you give her the chance, she'd even mention something about that like men and women on the same level. If she stood there a little bit longer, she would have mentioned that men and women are on the same level.
That's what she was saying.
That's what she's saying.
When she was listening, when she was talking, when she was talking, she was saying, "What about women?"
Yeah.
That's how she started off.
Yeah.
She was like, "What about women and everything?" Because you talk about white male supremacy. She said that.
She said that. Yeah.
So obviously, she thinks that the white woman is excluded from that dominance. Like she's not joined heirs with the so-called white man. You with them.
Just as wicked same way, man.
You with them.
Just as wicked same way. Them
like
women.
when you saw slave movies and you saw like The Mistress or
Like 12 years a slave.
12, thank you.
Yeah.
You saw the so-called white woman and she was in the house. She was the wife of the master. And the so-called black woman, she might be like a concubine at most. A little mistress at the side. A little bed wench. And if the white woman was jealous, she could throw a fit and beat the shit out of the concubine if she wanted to.
She wanted
I think she picked up a plate and threw it at the girl's head and bust her head open. She could do that because why? Because she was hand in hand with the master. So she tried to make it look like, oh, I'm a white woman, I got nothing to do with the white man. You got everything to do with this devil. Everything. Right? But that's the game. You know? That's it. But it says, again, verse 30. Sirach 40, verse 30. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless. And that's why you gotta hate a lot of your people, man. Hey, listen. You think it's a game?
No, it's not game, brother.
The scripture says begging is sweet. Meaning, when something's sweet in your mouth, you wanna keep doing it. Because if you taste something like, for example, Coca-Cola, right? That's actually addictive. Because I remember drinking, I don't drink that shit anymore. But when I was in the world, I was drinking Coca-Cola. I just kept going for more because actually when you look in the ingredients, there's a chemical in it called aspartame, which actually makes it more addictive. The same with McDonald's. You wonder why people always eat McDonald's. The French fries ain't all that, but people keep going back for more. Why? Because there's chemicals they put in it. So it's sweet in their mouth.
Even down to the smell. Don't think it's only the taste, you know. They designed it in a way for it to smell a certain way, for to trigger off certain things
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your,
in your
They
brain.
literally
your
got
brain.
people studying this.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's,
it's
they know
true.
each
Companies,
other.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
So it's not only the taste. So it's two things. You smell it,
Yeah.
you get addicted to it. You go there, you eat it, you get addicted. Then when you pass there again, you're smelling it again, and that makes you want to. Oh, I need to get Mac these.
see that? You see?
You know what I mean?
That's why after fast food, you feel like eating more after. as well.
Oh,
There you go. You
that's what I'm
see?
saying.
And it's so cheap.
It's so cheap.
That's it,
The
man.
quality is not good, but it's sweet in your mouth though. That's how people are when they're addicted to things that aren't good for them.
Yeah, no, good to you, that's it.
People are not addicted to things that are good for them. Because it trains your taste buds into a certain diet, man.
Damn.
And that diet is very toxic for your body. That can break your immune system down. It can leave you with leaky gut. With your gut, the walls of your gut has been broken down.
Yeah.
Which is where you get a constant grumbling. Stomach grumbling.
Yeah.
Because you got a leaky gut. Which means that you need to repair your gut lining. Because you've been eating food that's been breaking you down by and by, man.
Yeah.
Like me, I know because again, I've got a sickness where I have to tend to my internal attribute. You get what I mean? Because I got an autoimmune disease, which is eczema, which is a breakdown. And I had leaky gut, so I know. So what you need to do is eat like certain food with good enzymes in it, like friendly bacteria, probiotic foods, or food that's high in fiber, like
Leafy greens, isn't it?
leafy greens.
Kale, spinach.
You can eat that.
Pineapple is very, very good for you.
Yeah,
too. Pineapple.
those fruits as well. That's like the natural candy of the earth, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
They are busting myself creating. Pineapple, watermelon.
Yeah.
You know, all of that.
Dry food, natural raw food. Like I used to eat a lot of nuts.
Pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
I know you love that. brother.
Yeah. Pumpkin seed. That's a superfood. That's a superfood. Omega 3. Omega 3 is good. Yeah. All them things there. All them things there, man.
Certain
Right.
seeds like chia seeds.
Yeah.
Very good for you too.
Yeah. But all those things is good for you. But people aren't addicted to these things though. You actually have to force yourself to eat
Yes,
these things.
yeah.
You have to discipline yourself to eat these things. But McDonald's, it doesn't. It's got. You just go into walk into McDonald's and the smell is like, oh man, I might want to buy myself some chips here. Like, there's a smell in there.
The smell.
That makes people line up and queue up.
Designed that way. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how they make their money, off of the death of people. That's how this man's wicked. This man's wicked. Genetically modified hamburgers, human meat.
And don't make it pass. You know, even down to the chips that could be artificial too.
Yeah, it don't rot.
It don't rot.
It don't rot.
You remember people in the
10
past put
years.
burgers. They put burgers.
Yeah.
And they bought a burger from McDonald's and they put it aside and put it on the table. And like on 6 months, it just withered a little bit over 6 months.
yeah.
No rot and nothing.
No,
that
nothing.
can't be good.
No, not even the rats didn't bother it with it. Man. That's how you know it's bad.
Not the rats, yeah.
When the rats don't even want nothing to do with it.
They could discern, yeah. It's not something to eat.
No.
They can
Oh,
smell it
man.
and say, nah, man, that ain't.
Something like
What the hell is that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know? But that's it. Right?
And they make it hard as well, you know, with organic foods.
Yeah.
The way it's more expensive. Like, it's like £3 for carrots or something like that. You know, like, I'm probably guessing right now, but it's definitely more expensive than, you know, these other cheap
Yeah,
snacks.
and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
They should make eating junk food more expensive. If this was a righteous place, they say if you want to eat junk, you'll pay more because we care about your health. And that's what you know what they say, we care about your health. They make the prices cheaper to blood clot, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? You think? And you put all their health food stores in rich people's places. When you go to the ghetto, all you see is fish and chip stores, fried food stores.
Right, yeah.
All them, if you go to central London, you're gonna see stores and food places in there that you would never find in places like this.
Yeah.
You would never see it here. Showing you that it's racist. It's all, this system is based upon racism. You know, disqualifying the poor from high quality living, making the poor poorer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oppressing the poor. That's what this system is about. Making them poorer, getting rid of them, gentrifying the place, making living expenses too hard to afford. I'm telling you, they do not care. And this is where you get the people rising up. Uproars of the people in the world.
Sedition among men. Yeah.
When the people mourn, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's it. Right?
But there's going to be a time when people are going to say enough is enough.
Yeah.
There's going to be a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just fed up of it. They're fed up, you know? They can't go any further, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine when Isa actually declares that everyone has to have the mark. There's going to be those, especially heathens as well, they're going to actually try and rise up and go against the system, riots, protests.
Yeah,
Go
sedition.
to the House of Parliament,
Sedition right there.
break it down, But
Sedition.
yeah, that's scriptures say.
Yeah, because even because I went to my woman's house, this I think it was yesterday, and we watched that movie, The Book of Eli, which I believe that's a bad movie, man. I would have if I would watch that movie on replay. I might actually watch it when I go. Oh, hold on.
Was it on YouTube or?
No, it's not on YouTube. Unless you buy it.
To
already.
buy it, innit? Yeah.
Or if you have one of them little apps where you can watch movies for free.
Oh,
If you do one of them things.
yeah.
Who started in it?
Huh?
Denzel Washington?
Denzel.
Oh, okay.
Denzel, The Book of Eli.
Yeah, man.
Denzel Washington. He's one of my favorites, isn't it? And Gary Oldman, he's in it, but he plays Carnegie. He's the bad guy in that movie. He's also one of my favorites. Gary
Okay,
Oldman,
okay.
very good actor. But you don't see him. He's not on the scene no more. A lot of these good actors, you don't see them no more. They
Time
left
and a
the scene.
place. Time and a place, yeah.
It's left, man. In that movie, in the end of it, yeah, all those guys that were following Carnegie, the bad guy, they all rebelled, man. They all started tearing up the place, every man for himself, taking the water, taking what they can, because they saw that one of his henchmen got killed, his top henchman got killed, and two, I believe Carnegie, something happened to him where his leg got shot or something, so he's dying. So people was like, oh, fuck this guy, every man for himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually what happens when a society is crumbling. People are like, well, fuck it, every man for himself. So that's what's gonna happen, right? That's what's gonna happen. When it gets to that point where it's like, people got nothing left to lose, people are gonna lose it. They're gonna go crazy, man.
It's gonna speed up.
When you take away people's bread, you take away someone's food,
No, man, that's, yeah.
crazy.
you fuck away someone's life.
Yeah,
They don't want to give a fuck about your laws no more. Their mentality is survival of the fittest now. They won't even give a fuck about their own neighbor. The same neighbor that you in the summertime, when the shops are open, you see your neighbor and you're like, hey buddy, hey, how you doing? Come over sometime. Bring your kids, man. You're fucking killing his kids and bringing in his house, man. In the refrigerator and shit. But that's a prophecy. That's 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Right? There shall be sedition among men and invading one another. That's it. That time is coming. And obviously with the whole escalation of the food prices, right? Gas prices, living expenditure is rising. Even my mom giving me hell today, saying I got to really pay more towards the gas and electricity. I'm just like, that's putting more pressure upon me to do more work, which means I might have to spend more time away from studying and doing other shit. I'm just like, wow, man. I mean, I want this kingdom to come.
We all do.
I want this end to come.
It's beautiful as you said that, brother. Even today, a letter came to the post. My electric bill. It's gone up by £200 extra per year.
That's the thing.
You see what I'm saying? Extra, you see what I mean? And what can we do about it? Nothing.
do
We
nothing.
can't do nothing about it.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing you could do.
There's nothing you can
see?
do. All you can do is measure the time, watch, pray, you know, do videos,
Let's go endure it.
pray for mercy. Because the time's gonna get harder, man.
Worse, brother.
You think that times is gonna get easier?
Easy?
It won't.
Fuck,
It's
you know.
the pressing down is gonna get even heavier.
Yeah.
Tight squeeze.
You're gonna be like,
Yeah,
you're gonna be
yeah.
pressed down in your head. You're gonna be like,
you can't.
like
Yeah.
that.
It's true, brother.
The Lord is gonna press down upon you, man. The most time I put a spirit more on the government or whatever to send more letters to your house, right? Saying, oh, you ain't paid this on time. If you don't pay it by this time, we're gonna have to remove you from your house. Or if you live with your parents, the most time I put the spirit upon your parent to say, yo, you need to contribute more or get out of the house.
That's all they ask me for me right now. anyways.
Yeah, you know, same, bro.
With the
You know?
loans, it's like if you're gonna stay in this house, I'm gonna have to contribute to the gas and electricity.
There you go. There you
So
go.
how you gotta pay that for
There you
just
go.
the next 6 months as well.
There you go. You see?
Yeah.
See? So that pressure's coming. Why? Because Esau's coming to his end. So he's gonna come down harder. He's gonna come down harder. And obviously with this whole war between Ukraine and Russia, that's putting a strain on exports of certain products that are essential to certain countries and continents, man. Wheat, gas, coal, fertilizer,
Cooking oil,
cooking oil, sunflower oil,
sunflower oil.
all these things, man, are essential products that countries need. For the that's what I said. When war happens, it's the citizens that suffer. The elites don't suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will.
But it's the people that suffer, man. It's we that suffer because we're the poor. And really, this whole war is being actually financed by the super elite. It's them that's behind it, you know. Putin, Boris Johnson, Zelensky, the president of China, they all answer to the elites.
They're all behind it, man.
All of them.
Putin, the whole lot of them, man.
The whole bunch of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All together.
They're all in it together. All of them. Man.
And to
all of
show
them.
and to show how wicked this world is, they're cutting everybody's throat in order to get to their agenda.
To get, they don't care.
Everybody, they don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't care.
If anything, let the poor die. Right? Because think about it, because they're thinking greedily.
Yeah, yes.
They're thinking, if I can kill off the poor, then
Yeah.
fuck it. That's
Better for me.
less I can give them.
We give them.
I don't have to share them nothing with them.
Yeah.
It's more for me. You see? That's part of Esau's, one of his tokens. In fact, let me get, hold on. What's this? Right, let me put that to the side. What's that scripture? Right. That's out of the way. Hold on.
That's why Esau's trying to put people out of work as well. Now, if you look at the Amazon warehouses, they got more robots right now.
You
as
see?
well,
You see?
They go what?
They got more robots now to replace, human workers.
Wow. Where's this?
You know,
August.
no, Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, yeah, yeah.
America.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if they
yeah.
have it this side as well, but America, they got more robots to replace the jobs.
Wow. That's
Of
that's
course,
real.
that's Esau's agenda
that
right
makes
there.
it- yeah,
greed,
yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
profit.
To get
Increase
rid of the
capitalism.
people, that makes them more. That gives them say, listen, what do I need people for? And even when I went into like a hotel in Travelodge, yeah, they've actually got robots that can clean the carpets by itself. They don't need people to do it. They got little robots that just clean. Yeah. I remember one time went in there. They got robots, little gadgets to clean up the floor by itself. You know, I was like, Ross. I figured, yeah, this is it.
Esau's moving.
Esau's making his moves.
Yeah.
But this is Habakkuk chapter 2. No, that's not it. That thing is Obadiah. It's Salatu. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 5. Let me start from verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, Right? So if a robber came to you by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? Of course. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Of course they would. That's according to the law. If you glean a vineyard, you're going to leave some grapes for the poor, for the fatherless, for the needy, right? You see? But now it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right. The scripture says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So what's his hidden tokens? What's his hidden values? In fact, this man's values lie in greed. His eyes stand out with fatness. He's got more than a heart could wish. But it's not enough for him. He can't be satisfied. That's why he would take, would not grape gatherers not have gathered till they had enough? But this man can't be satisfied.
No, man, not enough.
He's not content with what he has.
Because there's a law on the wayside. If they have trees with fruits,
Yeah,
and they mustn't just clean out the tree altogether.
you can't do that.
They can't do that. They should just, leave some for the poor.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, they want to grab everything.
Grab
Even
everything.
uproot the tree too and take it home and plant it in their own house. You know? Take everything. Just leave the dirt.
Hold on.
This killing is unfair, man.
Honest.
It's unfair, you know?
This is Deuteronomy 23 verse 24. When thou comest into thy neighbor's vineyard, then thou mayest eat grapes. Then thou mayest eat grapes thy fill at thine own pleasure. When thou comest into thy neighbor's vineyard, then thou mayest eat grapes thy fill at thine own pleasure. But thou shalt not put any in thy vessel. When you eat to fill yourself, but don't put it into a vessel to carry it away. Eat it to fill yourself. Right? But don't put it in your vessel when you're not even hungry.
No. And the man beside you hungry, Right?
The man, that's his livelihood. That's his vineyard.
Yeah.
To eat grapes and make wine, that's his business. But you there taking the grapes and you're not even hungry. If you're hungry, you're going to eat the blood clot right there and then.
Let's put this aside for later.
Yeah.
Don't care about the man beside you hungry now.
Yeah.
I'm full.
But you put in your vessel and
Yeah.
then the fruit probably rotten.
Yes.
You don't even want to eat it. You're just being greedy.
Greedy. That's perfect. That's perfect.
You're just being greedy.
It's pointless.
You just want to steal till you have enough. It says, when thou comest into the standing corn of thy neighbor, then thou mayest pluck the ears with thine hand, but thou shalt not move a sickle unto thy neighbor's standing corn. Yeah, pluck it, but don't put no sickle to your neighbor's standing corn, man. Right? You try and take it down and take for yourself. Just take what you can, right? With your hand. But now I've got some more. Deuteronomy 24. Oh, then we've got 19. This is Deuteronomy 24:19. When thou cuttest down thine harvest in thy field, and hast forgot a sheaf in the field. What's a sheaf? A sheaf is like a bundle of wheat.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Right? So let me read that again. When thou cuttest down thine harvest in the field, there's harvest. You cut down, you get the you cut down your field, you bind up the bundle of wheat,
yeah.
right? But you left a sheaf. Yeah, and have forgot a sheaf in the field. Thou shalt not go again to fetch it.
Yes. Turn back.
It shall be for the stranger,
You see it? Wicked.
for the fatherless,
the wicked.
and
man.
for the widow.
You see? Oh man, come on.
Yeah? That Yahweh thy God may bless thee in all the work of thine hands. That's beautiful. Right? When thou beatest thine olive tree, thou shalt not go over the boughs again. Meaning when you beat the olive tree, the olives gonna come down.
Yeah.
But you don't beat it again.
You beat it hard. Get more out of it.
When you beat it, make sure you lick it hard.
Lick it harder. All the trees start getting weak and stuff.
It's not beat me, man.
Yeah. But you get what you want.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They said, thou shalt not go over the boughs again. It shall be for the stranger. That's why.
You see?
For the fatherless and for the widow. Meaning you have, even when you take food, you gotta give thought to the poor, man.
True, brother. Come on, man. Come on.
Right? For the fatherless and for the widow. When thou gatherest the grapes of thy vineyard, thou shalt not glean it afterward. It shall be for the stranger, for the fatherless, and for the widow. Right? That's it. That's it. See, that's like a welfare system, man. That's like a welfare system. So no one should really be begging.
Yeah.
Because the scripture says, to beg at another man's table is not to be counted for a life. It's better to die than to beg.
Yeah.
So the scriptures cover that and say, listen, if you glean your vineyard, if you glean your olive tree or whatever, or you know your, what does it say, the harvest and everything, leave some out for the poor.
That means anyone can survive in that time.
Anybody can survive.
Yeah.
You won't have no one begging or committing crime, breaking into your house and stealing.
Yeah.
Because you got that going on. But that's Israel now. But now Esau now, he'll throw away food that he don't even need.
No.
And how dare you take it? Esau don't give a shit. And that's why people freestyle and say, listen man, we got food, we don't even need it. Let's give it to the poor. But you should have been doing that. That should have been a part of your law.
Yeah, what is left over, or we can't sell it,
Yeah.
give it to the poor.
Yeah.
But they said no.
Yeah. You know? That's why you got people begging to Ross, man.
And it's funny, right? When I used to work in the hotels years ago,
Yeah.
work about 25 years ago, I was a chef about 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And I remember, right, when we had food left over, nice food, you know, the chef said to us, throw it in the bin. You mustn't take it home to eat.
Yeah.
So they'd rather you now just throw it in the bin
Right.
than to take it home. You know?
I mean, there's some companies do, most companies do that. But, just for me, at my own personal experience, like me when I was in secondary school, and sometimes after lunch, I'll just be there, you know, just hanging around.
Yeah.
And I ask the dinner ladies
Of
if they have
course.
got any spare food or
Of course,
anything.
nothing wrong with that,
And
brother.
she just backs me a brownie in it, or some, just literally just the remaining food, innit?
Right.
And then I eat. And then it's
Yeah.
not just me as well, some of
No.
my friends also come with me.
Yeah.
So,
straight
of
up,
course,
straight
and it's Jake as well. That's the thing. It's a Jake woman who I asked if they got any spare food, and then
Yeah.
she provides it.
Yeah.
So
You know?
it depends who's really, you know, in control. Of course, Esau is in control right now, but in terms of you have access.
Oh boy. But no one should be hungry, brother. No one should be hungry.
No one should be hungry.
No.
That's basic necessities, man.
We
that
can
people
understand,
should be taken
so like
care
it,
of.
brother. We understand that people, the necessities in life, like you can travel abroad, you can buy a nice car, you can buy a nice bicycle. But when it comes to food, everyone in the earth should never be starving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? When it comes to food,
Yeah.
right? Because to go to bed on an empty stomach,
That is a challenge.
that is terrible. You know what I mean?
I know.
So,
Trust me, like,
you know,
and that's what reduces crime.
yeah.
That's what reduces robbery and theft.
Yeah.
And the scriptures deal with robbing, man. Like if I take your oxen and I eat it or I sell it, I'm gonna restore it to you 4 times, man. Or if it be found in my hand, I'm gonna repay it to you double.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that goes even into the law of theft now. When you steal from somebody else. I think the scriptures say that if a man steals to fill his own belly, why should you despise a thief when he steals to satisfy his own
Yes,
soul?
yeah.
That's
Food, man.
desperation, innit?
Food.
Yeah, it's desperation. He's trying to survive, and especially when you're living in a society where you have a nation of people that are the merciless. They don't have no mercy, right? When you're living in a time like that, it's like, can you really blame people, man? And Esau wants crime. Don't even get it twisted. It's not like he don't want crime. This man wants. He's trying to engineer crime. That's like, why do you think them judges have a job?
Yeah.
These lawyers have a job, right? That's how their system makes money off of crime.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this man's system functions off of criminality.
Yeah. Praise.
That man the devil. You know what I mean? So again, what they're saying. Going to this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse. Let me start from verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Again, this is in reference to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. The soul that's inside of him. Again, going back to the spirituality, the spiritual sense of things, to understand who are the nature of our oppressors. That the soul that's lifted up in him is not upright.
Yeah.
And that's why he don't institutionalize laws like how we just said. But he manufactures a crime-infested society, man. Right? Where it's almost like if you steal, you're seen as, you're demonized. But where's the understanding though? They said, but the just shall live by his faith. So what's our faith? What's the faith of the saints? That they that led us into captivity, they're gonna go into captivity. And they that killed us with the sword, they're gonna be killed with a sword. So we're living by this hope that this man's gonna be brought down from power. So it says, yea also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. So again, he transgresses by wine, and he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Never.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's this devil all the way round. That's this devil. Right? It said this man can't be satisfied. He wants it all for himself, going back to what? This man's New World Order system, where he don't even want Jacob. He wants to wipe us out. This is why we're talking about the time of Jacob's trouble. But we're gonna have to be saved out of it, the elect. Because this man's been trying to plan out an agenda of wicked devices to kill our people by and by. Man. Abortion clinics, that's just one of them. It's Tuskegee experiments. Using different experimental drugs to kill our people. Right? To put AIDS inside of different synthetic diseases that only are reoccurring in black enzymes. Like this thing. What's that thing? What's that damn disease, man? Oh,
What it does to you.
oh damn. I'm trying to think of it. Up in like South America. I forget the name of it. Forget the name of it.
Is it
What are the
something you can
symptoms?
clearly see?
Yeah. Something you could, forget the name of it, man. But also you got shit like what's it called, man? Sickle cell disease.
Anemia, yeah.
You got that, right? A crack epidemic, putting drugs into our communities. Also the Ebola virus, that's synthetic. This man created it.
Yeah.
This man is as death. So he's got laboratories where he's actually created different diseases to specifically attack certain ethnic groups. Targeting people, man. Right? What else? Paying off so-called black women to be on the YouTube talking about divesting, and promote this whole agenda of leaving so-called the Israelite man or the so-called black man and getting with white men. That's the way out. Right? Again, this is all death. It's all death of a people. All being institutionalized and propagated by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This man is death for our people in every way, shape or form. LGBTs are promoting this effeminization of Israelite men, like this Lil Nas X. So-called black men wearing dresses and stuff like that. You got this flooding the culture of the modern day so-called black people, man.
And Brother Require come, he did a lesson today to do with feminism. It all stems from witchcraft.
Yeah, of course.
It's witchcraft.
Of course, it is.
Witchcraft, man.
Because I actually listened to like one of his old lessons, and it actually goes back to certain witches, man.
Yeah, witches, yeah.
Like Madame Blavatsky. Madame Blavatsky.
Yes.
She's a key component or one of the first feminists, man. Madame Blavatsky. What's this other woman's name? I'll forget her name, man. She read the 10-point step to the New World Order, something like that. I forget her name. Alex Bailey, that's her name. Alex Bailey, she's one of them. The founder of your birth control league. What's her name? Damn, forget her name. The abortion organization in America. What's her name, man? Forget her name. She's juiced in with eugenicists. Charles Darwin. This guy. There's a lot of names, I forget their names, man. But definitely Alex Bailey, she's one of them. Madame Blavatsky, she came from Russia. So she came over to America. And she brought in all them Eastern occultic practices and brought them over to New York because she liked New York, America. And she set up, I believe, one of the first universities there.
You see, that's why these women are just as wicked as these Edomite men too,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that woman they talk about, back to that woman again.
That was witchcraft.
Yeah, witchcraft.
That was
That's
witchcraft.
yeah.
That you were trying to blind us.
Trying to come up nice.
Now we don't know. We know you damn Karens,
we
man.
know, man.
You know Karen.
There's always a but.
Yeah. Talk about love.
Love, no man.
And that's part of the New World Order thing, man. Love. The promotion of love and acceptance.
Soften the mind.
Yeah. Love in these churches. That's why they push the love inside these churches and everything. That's why modern day Christianity is based upon love and acceptance. But that's where the transgenderism comes in. That's where you got the little trannies as pastors in the churches, the little drag queens. You got all that pastors up there, man. All of that. Yeah. That's their idea of love. They're devils, man. All witchcraft, feminism. It all goes back to alchemy. Alchemy is like the merging of the genders. Man and woman. Alchemy, let me look it up. Salakia. Alchemy. Right? I think that's the study of witchcraft or something like that. Look it up. Hold on. Hold on, Salakia. Let me see what we got. Hold on. Let me see if we get this. Definition. Hold on. Alchemy. Slaka. What's it?
Yeah.